Hey, my friend, some things you're not letting happen right now. Not because you're doing something wrong, not because you're blocked or unworthy, but simply because the timing isn't perfect for you yet. And I want to let you know this because so much of suffering we experience doesn't come from what's not happening. It comes from our resistance to the timing of life. You see, there are moments when your energy, your emotions, your circumstances, and the universe's orchestration are still aligning. It's not denial, it's not delay, it's just divine precision. You're learning to align with it. And you know when you're aligned, when you feel connected with yourself, you hear a voice of your soul. You feel a sense of maybe joy or happiness or just kind of a relaxation. And you know when you're in resistance, when you worry, when you doubt, when you have a sense of stress and anxiety. So awareness around these two different states, alignment and out of alignment, are becoming more clear to you, and that is already an incredible progress you should be proud of yourself to achieve. When you feel like nothing's moving, when the thing you want isn't arriving, or when you keep taking steps but they seem invisible to the world, it's easy to think like, what's wrong with me? But often what's actually happening is that life is rearranging itself to protect you from premature unfolding. It's like fruit on a tree. Just imagine that. You wouldn't want it to ripen before its time. Because if you pluck it too soon, it loses its sweetness, right? It's not so tasty. And life, in all its wisdom, knows that there's an exact moment when your sweetness, your readiness meets your destiny. Everything has its own timing. Your blooming, your celebration, your success, your abundance, your health, everything has its timing. Some things you're not letting happen because you're hyper aware of where you are. You're measuring progress too closely maybe, or you're comparing today to yesterday. And sometimes that awareness, that analysis becomes a subtle form of control that you're learning to let go, and you just don't master this surrender in one day, but you're getting better. You may think, I'm being self-aware, but in truth, you're monitoring your life more than you're living it. Like, have you noticed how many times you're actually trying to be aware of everything? Are you doing it right or wrong? Instead of just enjoying your life and doing something that makes you forget about life because you get so in the moment. You're standing over maybe this seed and saying, why haven't you sprouted yet? Like, you're looking at your life, why haven't you manifested yet? Instead of trusting that it's quietly transforming underground. You've done your work with visualization. You've done your work with setting intention. You've done your work with feeling the energy. And yes, sometimes you lose it, but you're returning to it. But you've been still wondering, why haven't you sprouted yet, right? It's a sign that you are not trusting, because when you trust, you don't question, you just know. So what if instead of trying to make things happen, you simply let them? What if you trusted that invisible force works in your favor and it has a sacred timing that is forming maybe in the invisible realm until at some moment will just become visible to you? Because all things as they are happening are happening in perfect order. Even the detours, even the silence, even the people who left when you thought they'd stay, even the jobs that didn't work out, the opportunities that fell through, the emotions that forced you to pause. They were never random, my friend. They were reordering you. And you know that if you look back, you will see everything had its reason, its meaning, its purpose. And even though maybe your life doesn't seem perfect right now, actually try to see it as it is perfect right now. Because even the life you want to experience can't happen if you would not be where you are right now. It's already a part of the journey. It's already a part of this great process that will take you to there. And the energy you're giving out today is either supporting it or postponing it. And if you could see your life from a higher perspective right now, from your soul's view, you'd see that nothing was wasted. Every closed door was timing. Every delay was truly guidance for something else. Like when we experience something we don't want, it actually helps us to focus on what we want. So it was all some form of guidance. Every quiet phase was incubation. Your life is not behind schedule. You're not missing your moment. You're being synchronized with the divine moment. So take a deep breath with me right now. Just relax a little bit more. And feel it as you release it. Say to yourself, and even write it in the comment section, everything happens in its perfect time. Everything is unfolding. I'm enjoying where I am now in relationship to where I'm going. Content where I am and eager for more. Write it down, and as you finish writing, feel what you've written. Be truly present with these words. Enjoy where you are. You see, life is to be enjoyed. Sometimes our logic says I can't enjoy because I don't have it. But you see, if we become so habitual in this state of not having it, even when we receive it, we'll still worry what if we lose it. Because we'll stay in survival mode even when we win. So what is truly the purpose of healing then is to go beyond that and learn to feel good, learn to feel okay, learn to feel grateful, learn to feel joy, even before things change, because that's what invites change into our lives. Because the sentence that you've written down is a saying of someone who trusts the rhythm of their own timing. You're not fighting the river anymore. You're learning how to flow with it. You stop needing instant results to validate your worth. You stop making pace conditional on your progress. And suddenly, life becomes gentler. Not because everything changed overnight, but because you did. You've changed. You feel lighter. You have more trust. You're more relaxed. Because you've chosen to. It was your choice. Your intentional act. You see, the power was always within you to choose, to decide, to be intentional. At times when in the past you would be more automatic and autopilot. The universe responds most to your state of being, not your effort alone. When your vibration says, I'm content and open, things start flowing toward you. Not out of desperation, but out of resonance. It will always bring to you what resonates with your present state of being. That's why you shouldn't blame the environment. You should see it as a reflection of your frequency, and that will teach you where you are energetically. So when there's something you don't like, alter your state of being, which means, yeah, maybe your mindset requires some new information that will educate you around possibility of what you would love to see more of. And it will require from you to let go of certain beliefs, ideas, and perceptions that are not supporting that new life. And that will make you feel more aligned with that new reality. And that's where you will start resonating on a new frequency that will start reflecting outside of you the results you've created within you first. That's why knowledge will empower you, but implementing knowledge in your daily life will change you. And that's when the right people will appear. Opportunities will unfold very naturally, and synchronicities will multiply. And what once felt like stagnation begins to feel like gestation. Because you stopped rushing. You started trusting. There is such beauty in learning to love this state in between old life, old manifestations, and new life, new manifestations of your dreams. When we learn to love this state in between, we learn to love the journey. It's the part of your story where it's not yet clear, but your faith is deepening. When you can hold yourself there without forcing, without complaining, without judging yourself, you begin to notice small signs of alignment you once overlooked. Maybe you notice like a conversation that gives you clarity, or a quiet morning that brings you peace, or an inner nudge that reminds you you're not lost. You are truly guided. And the most interesting thing maybe in this process is that in the moments that you used to start complaining, or you used to start saying, oh, I'm so lost, I'm so stuck, you catch yourself and you notice, oh no, actually, I love being here. Actually, I love to feel a bit confused, because it also reminds me that I don't know everything. So that's what inspires me to learn. And I love learning because I love to come across new information, because it introduces me to new outlooks that give me new perspective. And I love new perspectives because it gives me a taste of freshness of life that I always love. So I actually love this state in between, because it is introducing me to something I never knew. It almost feels like I would be reborn every single day. And that's very powerful, isn't it? So I know that patience in this state is not always easy for you. We live in a world of instant gratification, like quick answers and visible proof. You can go and ChatGPT, write a problem, you will get answer immediately. But it doesn't really help you much if you don't apply it and you recognize, well, all these quick answers are great, but my life is still not changing. Because change is not a quick thing. It's a slow, gradual process, and that requires patience. So it doesn't matter how fast you receive answers. The satisfaction truly comes from the journey you walk, from the changes you're making. You know, when you change your habits a little bit in a day, when you alter your routines a little bit, when you build some more discipline a little bit, that's what truly brings real satisfaction, because it is changing your energy. It doesn't happen by receiving quick answers. It happens when you integrate the knowledge that you've received. This is real soul growth that doesn't move at the pace of the world. It moves in your own unique pace. It moves at the speed of your integration, which is once again in your hands. So you see, divine timing truly is in your hands. It is in the speed of integration of what you know. Some are fast learners, some are slow learners. Fast is not good, slow is not bad. It's just timing. Everything is timing, and you have your own timing. So the point is that you start honoring your timing like it's something divine, and that's when you enter into a divine timing. Hey, welcome there. Welcome to the club. You're not waiting for something to happen, actually. You're becoming someone capable of sustaining what you asked for. That's what I'm always reminding you. You're becoming someone who's capable of sustaining that life. The universe isn't holding your dreams away from you. It's holding them for you until you're ready to hold them with both hands. And how does it feel when you hear that? How does it feel? Like, I already have everything for you. But keep up, because I see you're making a positive progress. That's why I'm giving you a bit of glimpses of what's about to come to you. Just to give you signs you're on the right track, everything is working out, you're just not there yet. But that's okay. I love you for where you are. I love you for trying. I love you for trusting. I love you even for failing, because it shows me that you truly want it. It shows me that you truly love yourself so much that you're willing to keep up. I love you for that. So, yes, my friend, this is the real work. It's not about forcing the next chapter to open. It's not about forcing the universe to give you what you want. It's to become so grounded in your pace, so centered in your faith, that you stop needing it to hurry. Listen this again. You become so grounded in your pace, so centered in your faith, that you stop needing results to hurry. Because when you truly relax into your timing, you stop negotiating with life. And you start saying, even if it hasn't happened yet, I trust that it's already on its way. Even if I can't see the next step, I know I'm guided. Even if this season feels slow, it's still sacred to me. Every single day, I still allow myself to enjoy in what I have. This is the vibrational mastery we're talking about. This is what it means to live in alignment, not in endless striving, but in very patient, steady, peaceful receiving. And from that place, my friend, things begin to unfold faster than ever before. Because you're finally in harmony with the rhythm of your own evolution. You see, the universe doesn't respond to impatience, as most probably you've learned that on your journey. It responds to that state of readiness that I often remind you of. And readiness is a state of calm. It's a state of presence. It's just like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay right now. Not pretending I'm okay and within it there's a bunch of pressure. No. Taking a deep breath, using whatever practice helps you to relax, even at moments when you need to deal with life, when you need to, have a tough conversation, when you need to deal with someone who's in a very negative state, or when you're paying your bills or whatever it is, when you relax into that as well, and you hold the greatest possible version of you even in those moments, or at times when you need to set boundaries and you relax into that, respecting yourself. This is the state of readiness. It looks like someone who has learned to say, I'm okay here, I'm at peace in the present moment. Not avoiding tough things or something that triggers you, but actually bringing peace into that. Bringing, your relaxed self into that. And I'm not saying be perfect in it, like be perfectly peaceful in any moment. Just a little bit more than you used to be. Shows a little bit more readiness than you used to show, which will open a little bit more these doors for blessings, opportunities, miracles, and all of that than before. You will always see signs of progress when you achieve that. So today, my friend, instead of asking when it will happen, ask, how can I be more at peace where I am? Instead of saying, why is it taking so long? Say, maybe the longer path is building something deeper within me. And whatever helps. Some people are really good with that when they appreciate things, when they appreciate what they have, when they appreciate what already works. Some are way better in this process of relaxing into the present moment when they notice details and beauty around them. And some are if they get a reassurance that everything is working out and they trust the process. So notice what helps you to put you into a state of alignment where resistance is removed and you feel connected. So know that you're not being delayed, you're being developed, you're developing, you're evolving, and everything is in its perfect order. Every motion, every pause, every lesson is not random, it's rhythm of your evolution. And this same intelligence that spins galaxies and opens flowers is orchestrating the timing of your life. That's what you need to know. So breathe a little deeper today, my friend. Trust a little bit more. And remember that peace isn't found in getting there. It's found in learning to love where you are right now. I will leave you here. I hope you found a great value today. Know that everything is happening in its perfect timing. Everything is unfolding. And you can enjoy where you are right now in relationship to where you're going. You can be content with where you are, but still eager for where you're going, eager for what is coming. That's the real alignment. That's the vibration of trust. And you will notice every time you get a bit deeper into it, there will be an inspiring pull that will say to you what to do next. Because your soul always speaks when you listen. And when you listen, please do something with what you hear. Yeah, I will leave you here. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. I'm an artist. I share these messages with you to open your heart, and I share my artworks with you to open your mind, to also prepare you energetically. I channel this painting, so each painting has a very unique energy, and it will give you what you need if you resonate with it. So you can go onto AttractPassion.com, see all of my paintings. You can buy prints of my art if you feel connected with it in different sizes. It's more affordable, but also original paintings if you're into art. So thank you so much for supporting my work. With that, you're also supporting this mission, so you're part of this service. So thank you so much, my friend. Also, you can join YouTube membership or our Patreon membership if you would love to support this work. Thank you so much, and till next time, one love.